Hello there. How are you? How's everybody going? How's everybody doing? Again, I am going live. It is Wednesday, February 5th, right? Yeah, I think it's February 5th, right? Yeah, February 5th. And I'm going on live again. I said I was going live every day this week to talk about my favorite things. So, for those of you who are joining me, forgive me if I don't see your comments in the chat because I am using a tool. I'm using a tool called Restream. So, I'm going live on a few platforms. Um, I'm gonna try to see if I can get Instagram to work again. Instagram was giving me issues. So, let's see if I can go live on Instagram this time. I think maybe I've done it. I think maybe I've done it. So, I am live on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. And today, February, we're going to talk about our favorite things. We're going to talk about our favorite tool. Um, I start off pretty, pretty simple, kind of run a ramp up. And these next 3 days, we're going to talk about, tools and things that are really going to have a big impact on your business. Not saying the other two didn't, because they have for me and for folks who I have recommended. So if you haven't catch those, my favorite books, my favorite conferences, you can catch the playlist. Check it out on YouTube. They're out there. Um, and you can watch it all. And then eventually I'm going to knit it all together. But I'm doing this for a couple of reasons. One, I want to um, get back into talking about my favorite things, but also to promote that I've created a community I've been working on for a while, to help small businesses with their marketing challenges and marketing needs. It's called Marketing Therapy Lab. And if you haven't already, you can join the wait list. That community is going to open real soon. And when I mean real soon, and we're talking, within a couple of days here. And what we're going to do in that community really is it's a safe space for people to talk about marketing and talk about how they can, double their revenue, how they can get rid of some expenses, and how they can grow their business. We all know that if you do look at stats and things like that, the two top things that small businesses need is one, sometimes they need people. That's number one. Usually resources is a big thing. And the second thing is marketing. Everybody needs marketing, especially if you're a small business. People need to know that you are there, you're aware. And so this community is going to help. I wanted to do it because it's going to help more people that I'm capable of doing one-on-one with learning some things about marketing, how to find good resources in marketing. If you have to do it yourself, how to do it efficiently, and definitely that's going to lead towards growth. So I do predict if you're in my community for at least a good 6 months that your business, your marketing will definitely turn around, and you would increase revenue, with doing what I suggest, based on all my years of working with big businesses and small businesses. I've worked with over 300 small businesses over the last 5 years. And some of the things I just heard earlier today, a suggestion that I had made for a business, and through somebody else, they just told me today that they did that suggestion and their business has turned around. So definitely join the community. It's free. It's free for now. It's going to be free for the first 100 members, and then it'll be a cost associated with those above that. So the first foundational members are going to be free, and then I know I'm not gonna grow it too big because I want to keep it curated. I want to keep it small and impactful with businesses that I know a lot about. So think of it like, a large public high school, that has maybe 400 students in it. And we want to kind of keep it impactful and small, and so everybody gets to know each other in that. So, but let's go ahead and kind of move into what I want to talk about today. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share my screen. And favorite tools is what we're going to dive into. And the one favorite tool that I know, if you follow me and if you have been um, following me a lot, you would know that this favorite tool is something that I've talked about a lot. and that is AI. ChatGPT is my favorite tool. It is a tool that I've been using. Let's switch it out so you can kind of get a good view of it. Um, I'm gonna go through some demonstrations a little bit, but AI tools. And for those of you who have been using it a lot, sometimes I think I'm a curse of expertise. I think everybody knows about AI. I think people have been using it, especially small business owners, a lot. I think most of my clients have used it, but there's a lot of people who haven't. And it just surprises me, but I think that's just because I'm all knee deep in it that I think everybody knows about it. Everybody knows and has utilized it. But I've gone to a couple of AI clinics. I am I teach about it. I do workshops on AI. I'm part of some great communities that are using AI and are up to date on what is happening with it. And from a layperson standpoint, so not from a technical standpoint that the engineers are working on, but from small businesses, those who are wearing multiple hats. You're a small business owner, and maybe you have a team of like 10 or less employees or contractors, and you need help, and AI can kind of help you with a variety of different tasks. So I opened up, AI. This is ChatGPT. There's so many different engines, and all these engines are being incorporated in maybe some tools that you're already using. Like if you are using Microsoft Office, like, use PowerPoint and Excel and things like that, AI is being incorporated in all these tools, right? So you're getting a little bit of it, and you're using it, and you've been using types of AI, for a while. So it's not new. It shouldn't be too new for some of you. But others, just maybe a little bit standoffish or not sure what it's all about and how it can help them. It's revolutionized definitely us marketers because it has helped us with content creation, things like that. But I don't want to talk about that because you can go out if you want to and find a lot of that on YouTube. How to create content. And I will be talking about how to create efficiencies in using content in my community. And I have like a plan where I create content and I will share that automated content and how to do that a little bit in my community. But what I want to talk about today is just there's all these tools out there. What should I use and how to be efficient with it and how not to waste money when it comes to AI. So if you look on the screen right here, you'll see that this is ChatGPT. I think there's a lot of tools out there that which are like your basic AI engines. This is ChatGPT, which is sort of like I wouldn't say the granddaddy, but it's the one that was exposed to most people first. There's Gemini, which is the Google-based tool. There is Copilot, which I mentioned before. That's the Microsoft tool. There's Claude, which is another anthropologic tool. There's so many tools out there. It's like, what can I do? Where do I go? Right? I think you should always kind of pick one that you're willing to invest in. And what I mean by invest is like putting money into it. Because if you're a small business owner, you have certain things that you're investing in. And I'm going to talk about the whole marketing tech stack and all like the money and all the different subscriptions you have and how that can be so annoying and how to get rid of a lot. Because I got rid of a lot and I'll show you what I did to get rid of them. But for now, it's like, what is a major investment? So this is a tool that I invest in. I invest in ChatGPT, and I think a lot of small businesses should. This tool is really worth, it's $20 a month. I think they may have an annual subscription, but I'm not sure if they do. But I pay $20 a month. You could pay $25 a month if you have a team that you want to have access to the same tool. But $20 a month to me it's worth the investment. I would look at, in certain tools that I'd spend $20 a month on this tool before I spend, let's say $40 a month on a Shopify website, unless you have like a lot of e-commerce, like you have 100 SKUs, but you can kind of cut that to and using some of the other tools out there to run your business if you don't have like 100,000 SKUs you need. I think you can find some other tools that are a little bit less than some things that you do on Shopify. And don't get me wrong, I love Shopify. I love Shopify as well. But if you're selling onesie twosie digital products or things like that, you don't need anything that powerful. But here, this is what you would need. So this is the $20 version. You may not have the $20 version. I suggest that you would pay the money to get the $20 version of ChatGPT. The free version, you could do a lot with, and that's a great place to start if you're thinking about it. But if you can, go ahead and put in the investment for $20. What I like about this version is that now they've rolled out the voice activated, and also I'll just pull this up as well. You have the one for your phone, so it's the same, right? You can have it for your phone as well as on desktop. I'm showing desktop, and I'll kind of show my phone right here, right? Because this is going to be your business advisor. It can be a great business advisor. Now, let me just clarify a few things too. Nothing's going to replace a human. As much as I love these tools and I love ChatGPT, nothing can replace the nuances of a human being and how we operate in the world and the relationships that we have. Because pretty much at the end of the day, it's all built on relationships. It's the relationships that we have with each other, and from those relationships, there is a sense of give and take. You give and you receive. And through that, that's where the revenue comes in. So it's kind of built on relationships. But for the most part, ChatGPT can kind of help you with that and kind of help guide you through that and just create some efficiencies with it. So I I'm gonna do a little bit of demonstration, but not a lot. If you want to, we'll do a lot more demos in my community, but for the most part, I just want you to have a good understanding of why I like this tool over some of the others. One of the main reasons why I like ChatGPT over some of the others right now, you ask me in a year from now, that could possibly change because it's always evolving, right? AI is constantly changing and evolving. And so there's some certain things that you just can't invest in a lot. I have given these AI seminars, like last year I gave 2 or 3 seminars. The last one I did in the fall. And since the fall, it's changed a lot. It's, each tool is, so there's always some evolving going on with the tools. If you have been paying attention, maybe you have, maybe you haven't, to the news. Who wants to be watching the news lately? but in terms of the news, um, our friends in China created a version of AI called Deep Seek. That's deep, like deep down under, and seek, like I seek out. Um, and they did it for half the price, right? So just think about it. The China efficiencies and cost from a pricing standpoint. What does that mean for us, like lay people and consumers? That means while I'm paying $20 for ChatGPT, DeepSeek, they may offer something similar, very powerful, the same thing, but it might be $2. I'm not saying they're doing that right now, but that's what all the pundits are saying out there, and what they're kind of really concerned about the opportunities that these tools have. But for us, for you, the marketer, or for you, the small business owner, like what can I do, with AI? With this particular tool, there's a couple of things, right? Look down here. You can see that you can create an image, you can summarize text, analyze, make a plan. There's so many things that you could do here. But I want to focus on a couple. I want to focus on one of the things that I like the most, which is the voice activated. And this only comes with the paid version. And I believe they're rolling it out. I'm not sure if it's 100% across everybody who has paid. I think it is. But you can have conversations with your AI, which I call like a business assistant. And you can ask it questions not only for business purposes, but also for day-to-day things. So I actually, wanted to just introduce you to mine and how you could set it up yourself. And this is somebody who could help craft things for you for your business, and some of the things that you can do on a basis. So let me go ahead and click on this little icon over here. What this icon does, it puts it in voice mode. All right. Winston, can you introduce yourself to this live audience and tell them what you do for me? Thanks, Winston. Now, I was going to have you talk a little bit about what can you do to help them just in their day-to-day lives, just a personal thing. Can you kind of give like maybe three things that they could do just in their day-to-day lives that ChatGPT could help them with? And I think hopefully you guys could hear that. I mean, I know on the screen, maybe you don't see it as much. I'm just looking at my screens right now, but I'm hoping that you can hear what he's saying. And he could do, I mean, like I said, a lot with it. So let me go ahead and I'm going to just thanks, Winston. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to also just dive in a little bit more and then show you what Winston looks like. So I'm going to share my screen and then let Winston kind of go for now, and then I'm going to share my screen and show you what we're doing. So let me share my screen again. Uh, Yep, here we go. All right. So as you can see, back in ChatGPT, let me switch it around so you can kind of see a bigger job. As you can see here, this is what Winston said. Now, if you didn't hear him, here's what he said, and it also just shows the script. So not only is he talking, but he's also showing the script. So right now, this
Sure thing.
this is what Winston looks like. He's just a big yellow or blue ball of things. Winston, can you tell the audience what are some good things that they could do to organize their tasks every day?
Sure. Here are some tips for organizing tasks effectively. 1. Create a daily to do list. Write down the tasks you need to accomplish each day. Prioritize them by importance to stay focused on what matters most. 2. Use time blocking. Allocate specific blocks of time for each task. This helps manage your schedule and reduces distractions. 3. Set reminders and
You guys
deadlines.
hear that? Maybe you guys can't hear that because I know, like I said, this is live, so restream. I make sure that I'm going to create a replay of this, and hopefully you'll be able to hear it in the replay. If not, next week in my community, I will be going through a couple of things for AI. I'll be talking a little bit about the best prompt you can create, so that way you don't have to worry about prompt creation. Because sometimes people, what I mean by prompt is like going in here and like typing in um, an ask. For example, I'll go in and I'll say like, give me give me 5 recipes for dense bean salads. I'm saying that because I have been on this dense bean salad kick, and I love dense beans. If you guys don't know what a dense bean salad is, it's like a cold bean salad. My mom used to have bean salads all the time, and you use it with chickpeas and kidney beans, and then you add things to it, and it can last a week in the fridge, and it's healthy and protein rich and things like that. So I've been into those. So here's something that's not business related, and I wanted to share that. But here's like one recipe for it. Here's another one: spicy Southwest bean with corn salad. So I have like these great recipes. What does this mean for your day to day, and what does it mean for your business? Um, this is year 3. We're getting to year 3 with AI. And one of the things that you need to know is that if you don't use it, you're going to be left behind. And what you can do it for your business, like I said, I have a webinar that talks about like content creation and things like that that will help you with the efficiency of it. But I just want to mention how much this tool can help you in your day-to-day life. You could talk to your Winston if you have one, um, through your phone, as well as like I'm showing you on desktop. All the stuff, especially on the paid version, is kept so that way you have access to it if you want to go back to it. Like, okay, here's a great list, right? I don't know about you. I keep my recipes. The recipes I get, I sometimes keep them in like a database. I usually keep them in my Evernote database, so that way I can come back to them like, okay, it's a good recipe. What was that? Because I'm a digital gal. Or you can keep them on a Google file. But this is some of the power that you can get from this tool. And so I just wanted to kind of bring it back out and kind of show people it again. I know this live has gone a little bit long, and like I said, if you didn't hear Winston, and I'll share it with you again. But you can kind of find it if you join my community, as well as if you go to my website and just even ask me for, or just comment in this live if you want the tool list that I have. It's a resource tool list from last year, to at least you could kind of see pros and cons and see what you need from AI. You can kind of get that list as well. But really, I just wanted to kind of show the power that if you're not doing this, you need to really jump on board. And I highly recommend using ChatGPT. I have no skin in the game here. It's just there's a lot of people in the community that are using it. So there's a lot of people who can answer questions about it. And it's going to revolutionize your business. So that is it for the live today. Come back tomorrow. I will be talking about some other things that can help increase your revenue in your business and save you time. So take care. See you tomorrow.